How we doing?
All right, welcome to the next Postgame Hard Topic. We're here with head coach Taylor. We'll jump right into questions.
Hey, Coach, just thoughts on this one, just kind of last game of the season. How do you kind of feel about the way this one kind of shaped up last game? Yeah.
Yeah, knew we were coming and playing a great opponent, very well coached, talented. We hung with them for a little bit, just didn't make enough plays, and that's a credit to them. They created those things. So proud of how our guys fought. Not satisfied with the outcome, obviously, but just for this team in general, since I've been here, they've just continued to compete and give everything they've got, and very proud of that. And that's something to build on. But can't wait to get started tomorrow on getting ready for next season.
Yeah, what is that process going to be like starting tomorrow? Kind of what's the...
Yeah, so we have our banquet tomorrow, and so we'll have a team meeting and talk about moving forward in the future, and got some exciting things coming. $3 million kind of facelift to our weight room that'll start immediately, which is incredible. Great support from our university and leadership. Our guys will get a little bit of time off, and then we will continue to recruit. We got an unbelievable recruiting class that we're excited about that we're going to sign on December 20th. And we will get bigger, we'll get stronger, we'll get faster, we'll improve as a coaching staff, and just really excited about the future.
Just kind of thoughts on what you guys got from EJ today. 7 receptions, 116 yards. Seems like he had a more productive games of the season. Yeah.
EJ's a guy that's very versatile, and we've known that. He's got really good receiver skills, good ball skills, great in space, and so it was good to see him make plays and make some big plays. So it was a good evening for him.
Forcing turnovers is something you guys have kind of struggled with all season, but you guys forced 3 in the first half to kind of keep things interesting. What were you able to do that was effective?
We did. I think, the guys were playing hard and running to the football, and that was big. We had, I think 3, and I think we converted at least 2 of them into points, which was big and kept us in the game. And then, unfortunately, we had a turnover there at the end of the first half that was pretty crucial and critical, and then it kind of got away from us from there.
Just kind of talk about what Notre Dame quarterback Audric Esteem, I think is how you pronounce that. Just talk about what he did and just what you kind of saw from him that makes him such a talented running back. Yeah.
Yeah, very physical running back, physical offensive line, quarterback, experienced and steady, and I think probably the best defense that we faced all year. Felt that coming into the game, our staff did. We faced some good ones. There's some good ones out there. They're a really solid team. Great. They're very well coached. They're very disciplined. I focus more on the defensive side of the ball, their eyes and how they play and their leverage and tackling. So we were able to get some big plays, which was good. But against a team like that, you can't turn over the ball. You got to maximize every opportunity that you get.
I know it's hard. So the season just ended, but how would you kind of evaluate your first season here?
Yeah, like I told our guys. When I took the job here, there's a lot of people that left the program, a lot of players, and it kind of scattered. And these guys that stayed, they gave us and me every single thing they had from day one, and I'm indebted to them. And I told them, we will be champions here. It will happen. Obviously, it didn't happen this year. Some of them won't be here physically when it happens, but they are a part of it. So I think what I'm feeling right now is just gratitude to them giving it all, And when you give everything you have and put everything into it, you're not guaranteed a tangible reward. That's just not how life works. But these guys continue to do it each week, and so a lot of respect for them, and excited to get moving forward.
You've been asked this a bunch of times, but now the Pac-12 is officially your last game. The Pac-12 is over. Just kind of early thoughts on the ACC. That your next time you guys are playing will be you guys will be a member of that conference.
Yeah, excited about the ACC. I think there were some dark days, obviously, with the Pac-12 and trying to find out where we were going, but our leadership was incredible, and I'm so excited about joining the ACC. I think it's an incredible conference, great teams, great institutions. So we're excited. Our players are excited. Our university is excited. It's going to be a fun ride.
I think you had something like 26 seniors that you honored before the game, but actually 25 of them are eligible to play next year. What's the timetable like? What's the process like for talking through, the future with those guys?
Yeah. So we have one player really that's exhausted his eligibility, Spencer Jorgensen, who came here as a walk-on and was put on scholarship. So we're going to miss Spence. And then we have some guys that, their bodies are pretty beat up from playing a game that they love, that they're probably going to retire, that they just think they've been through enough. And I support them in that. And then we got some other guys that got some decisions to make, and we have some decisions to make as well. So we'll figure that out. The roster and all those things. We have time. We're going right into recruiting, and so all those things will play itself out. And then we have the transfer portal as well. So there's a lot of moving parts, but just right now, it's about gratitude for this group of young men that gave their all for an entire almost year now.
This is purely an aesthetic question, kind of. Just on the new uniforms you guys wore tonight, how does that work? When do you guys find out about these? Do you find out like a week before, 2 weeks before? When do you kind of know you're breaking these out? How does that kind of process work?
Yeah, found out that it was possible about 6 weeks ago, and that it was a possibility. And then Mr. Muir said it was possible, and they were going to be able to finance it. And our guys were excited. We did not share it with them till I guess a week ago, and showed them the helmets, and they were excited. So they're appreciative of being able to have a red helmet, and I thought it looked really good.
You look past the 1,000-yard mark on the season. What does that accomplishment mean, I guess?
Say that again?
Io Manor passed the 1,000 yards
okay.
receiving in a season. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, a young guy that hasn't played a lot of football, that has so much in front of him, and I think we all got an opportunity to see what he's capable of. But there's so much growth potential, so much more improvement that he can bring and will bring. So excited. That's an amazing accomplishment. Getting over the 1,000-yard mark, and his better days are ahead of him.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Okay, appreciate you guys. Go Card.
Yeah, Alec, just how would you personally kind of evaluate the season you've just completed here as a redshirt freshman?
Say there's a lot of ups and downs. Think I showed a lot of potential, but at the end of the day, I think I need to be a lot better for our team to win more consistently. But one thing that I do know is that I attack my weaknesses very relentlessly in the off season, so I doubt that those weaknesses will persist in the future.
That was, you kind of evaluated your performance this season. How would you evaluate the team's performance this season?
Yeah, I think the same thing stands for the team. We show a lot of promise at points, and sometimes when we execute, things look beautiful, but we need to continue to get better and just raise the expectation and that level of execution. But one thing that I will say is that every single man on this team would fight till the end, and I'm happy to say that they all did fight until the end, and that's one thing that we have to be proud of.
If you could, just kind of what does an off season look like for a football player? You know, how much time do you take off how does that regimen look like? Just kind of talk a little bit. What is that kind of like? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's different for everybody. For me, the off seasons has already started. I'm already evaluating myself, seeing what I need to improve on, and I think I already do know a lot of those things. And if you watch the film back, you watch the season back, you see exactly where it is that you had missteps, and you make sure that those things don't happen again. And you can't, although the season is in the past, you can't forget those emotions that you had when things didn't go your way, and you use those emotions to fuel you in the future. You never forget those, and you use those to push you forward into the next season.
There have obviously been a lot of really great receivers and pass catchers to come through the Stanford program over the years, and you're the first Cardinal since 2018 to have 1,000 receiving yards in a season. What does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it means a lot. Like I mentioned earlier, I need to be a lot better for this team to have continued success. So I think maybe people on the outside might think that's a significant thing, but when I watch back the tape, I'm going to see there's moments where I'm proud, but as overall, I need to be a lot better. And again, like I said earlier, I will be a lot better because those weaknesses will certainly not continue to persist.
Just kind of on the game itself, just thoughts on Notre Dame's defense, what you saw from them, and what made them a difficult defense to go up against.
Yeah, they're a very good and very talented team and very disciplined team. They play a lot of man coverage and they blitz a lot, which sometimes at times can be hard to pick up, and they're very good man coverage DBs. So they live and die by that, and obviously tonight they live by it. But I think when we get the opportunity to face them again, we will capitalize on those matchups, and we'll have this loss in the back of our minds for a long time.
Yeah, this is my last one. Just thoughts on the ACC, just early thoughts on that. You're going to be playing cross country and whatnot. Just kind of early thoughts on joining that conference and what that's going to be like.
Yeah, I hope it'll be a little bit colder. I do enjoy these cold games being from Canada. I haven't really been keeping up with any of the teams in the ACC, but like I said, the off-season starts right now, so I'm looking forward to just seeing what those teams bring to the table and how they'll challenge us and how we'll be able to attack them.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.